like to share an experience with you that I think will change your whole entire life. Because it did for me. It changed everything. So, I want to talk about forgiveness. I had always known for myself, in my head, yeah, I forgive this person for doing this to me. I forgive that person for saying that. Okay, cool. But what about forgiveness in my heart? That was something that I never even thought of. That was something that I never even fathomed that I needed to do. And that is where true forgiveness lies. It's within the heart. The heart is pretty much our central operating system, you know. Without the heart pumping blood throughout our bodies to give, oxygen to our, organs and tissues and muscles and all of that stuff, like, we cannot survive. And it's the same way the Bible tells us that, from the heart, flows, everything flows from the heart. And so the heart is the core of our being. If everything about us flows from the heart, then yeah, it is our spiritual central operating system, so to speak. So I never thought about what I'd been holding in my heart. And a lot of times we hold on to things that have happened to us since childhood. We hold on to the little things that people say, the little nuances of a day that can just kind of stick into your head and not leave. Sometimes unforgiveness begets bitterness. Sometimes unforgiveness begets anger. Sometimes bitterness begets self-pity and victimhood. Oh, woe is me. I'm holding on to all these things. And sometimes bitterness or unforgiveness begets self-righteousness. Those people who are just, oh, I'm good. I'm not even thinking about you. I'm great. None of those things are healthy. None of those things we should be attributing to our identities. None of those things are good to carry with us in life. It's all bad. It's all negative, and it leads to nowhere. So I really wanted to experience true forgiveness. I've just been dealing a lot with myself and my relationship with the Lord, and it's been really beautiful. And a part of growing in both of those ways, growing in who I am, growing in who I am in God, growing in my relationship with the Lord and everything like that, part of that journey is forgiveness. And again, I thought in my head, I've forgiven this person. That we've all been through so many crazy things, and I've been through a lot of things where I'm just like, okay, yeah, I forgive you, but have I really forgiven you in here? And so I got on my knees. I was praying, and it was time. So I got on my knees and I started praying, and I said, okay, Lord, you show me who I need to forgive. Holy Spirit, you take over and you bring to mind who it is. And I was so shocked because there were people that I needed to forgive for really little things. You think about all the big things that have happened to you, that have left you, hurt. But what about all the little things that you don't take the time to allow and allocate forgiveness to? So yeah, I was shocked. I was shooketh about the people that were coming to mind. And I knew exactly why I needed to forgive them. And so, there's power in the word. So I speak it out loud and I'm saying, I forgive you so and so, and I forgive you so and so. And the more, I am saying these things, you just, or speaking forgiveness, you just, oh my goodness, out of my heart. It was just leaping out, and it felt so incredible to be able to let go of that baggage that I didn't even know I had or was carrying. The heart is deceitful above all things. Who can understand it? Well, I tell you who can understand it. God can understand it, because He knows the secrets of our hearts. He knows what's in there. And so He was bringing all these different people to my mind that I needed to forgive. I didn't want any unforgiveness in my heart, because it's not healthy. In the same way that the heart, our natural heart, it cleanses the blood and takes away waste and all of this stuff. And the heart in the spirit realm, if it's not being cleansed, yeah, it can wreak havoc. It can definitely wreak havoc at the end. I was not expecting this, but then it was time to forgive myself. And I said, what? Forgive myself? That was something that I had never even thought of, ever. That I needed to forgive myself. I just started bawling. I didn't even say it yet, and I was already bawling, because I didn't know that I needed to forgive myself for anything. Right? Do you ever stop to take the time to think, what do I need to forgive myself for? The things that I've done to hurt other people, the little things that we say or do that might have offended somebody or hurt somebody. So that's one element of it. But what about forgiving myself for the things that I thought I should blame myself for, or feel guilty for, or hold all the shame for? Forgive yourself, Tiffany. And I did. That was beautiful. It was so incredible. It changed everything. To forgive all those people. And then the icing on the cake, to forgive myself. Man, it was a freedom that I didn't even know I needed. It was an unburdening of my heart that I didn't even know I needed. It was like a heart transplant that I received that day. I would urge any person watching this video to take that time between you and the Lord to say, okay, keep it real with me. Tell me the secrets of my heart. What am I hiding in there? I'm ready to forgive. Show me who I need to forgive. And you might just be surprised. You might just be surprised. everything flows from the heart, in the spirit and in the natural. So figure out your heart and forgive. There's so much freedom and I can't even describe it. It's just so much freedom in forgiveness. It's beautiful. You will be able to restore relationships that need restoration. You will be able to not be so offended, and you will be able to not be so defensive, and you will be able to let go of insecurities that you have been holding on to as a result, as the residual effects of unforgiveness. You will be able to feel that lightness, and it's going to be so beautiful. Hopefully this made sense.